day. It's only 2:30.
Okay, I'm in front of the camera today, so hopefully the Instagram Live has already started. Hello, Instagram. Am I in YouTube? I don't know how far I need to lean in for this.
You're in YouTube.
Hello, YouTube. This is Key, and we're here for the we got Emily here, David over there. We have two cameras set up because they are across the table, and it would put Emily at a great disadvantage to have her move sewing machines, and we know David's not going to, so that would be very unfair. So what are they doing today? They are sewing a Kenway hood. So that is the hood on the. Oh my God!
You're out of the frame a little bit.
Jesus Christ! I don't need. Let me know when I'm in the frame.
You're still in the chair.
Oh my God! I hate this.
That'll make you in the frame.
Hello. So they will be sewing the Kenway hoods from the new Kenway. Yeah. So you have both sewn these many times before. And Emily has, I believe, sewn them most recently. But David, you're the designer, so you should know these inside and out. You guys have all the pieces already cut. You have one sample each. We are not going to be doing the buttonholes that require the buttonhole machine, but there is a center buttonhole that you are expected to make. And we are also judging on both speed and accuracy. So, things like flipping corners and curves, and matching up your seams will count to your final score. Dun, 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 dun. Are you?
Hold on, you need scissors and my pointer.
David has grabbed a point turner. So everybody have all of your gear, all of your pieces. You have your scissors, snips, point turners. You got your sewing machines. You got your threads, full bobbins, and everything. Are you ready?
No, wait, I'm not ready.
You're not ready.
I'm gonna be the official time counter.
There's
So there's no cheating here.
no cheating. Who do you guys think is gonna win?
A lot of people have been saying Emily.
I will refrain for now as I don't want to bias the audience. All right. Are we prepared? So ready, says David. And 3, 2, 1, go! Start sewing. And they're off. Right. So I'm going to stand up and get out of the way now so that you guys can just watch them go. Because I have a mic. I don't really need to be in the frame anymore.
You wave at Instagram there. They've been looking at your backside the whole time.
I don't know if you guys can hear me from over there. We will at some point move the Instagram camera over to the other side so you can see what David is doing. David is already putting needle to fabric. Oh, Emily is not far behind. They're starting with I believe that's the spine piece. Yeah, spine piece. Nope. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so don't be mad at me for not getting my bits right. I'll put on my straight foot. Right, there's a lot of stuff all over the table because you're actually trying to get work done as well. So yeah, David, your pleasure putting this together in the center. Yeah, and center spine we start there first, and we start with a different piece. Very nice, very nice. So far, it sounds, from the sound of the machine, I don't know if, people who aren't sewists can tell, but it's sort of like a race car where you can sort of tell the speed just by hearing it. And, it sounds like they're both at the same spot. Emily is kind of doing, so you just kind of connect one piece to another without really snipping them. Kind of go production style over there. Really cool. Chaining off, yeah, that's the word for it. I remember these things. Look at me, spending like 6 months over in marketing, and I already forgotten all my shit. If I can do so, okay, so
All right, I'm gonna zoom in on Emily and what she's doing here.
David has one half of.
Our machine's in the way. Oh, we can see the needle.
So David here is starting with line. He has 5. One side is completely done in the liner. Emily has chosen to start with the outside, the shell of the. Yeah, the cord of the microphone is just kind of flowing all over.
You've got real like announcer energy right now.
Okay, I'm really tired, and it is like surprisingly warm doing this. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to take off my clothes. I mean, I am kind of supposed to be color commentary right now, so I feel like
No, well, yeah.
a little bit of Jeremiah for you. Oh, Jeremiah in my life.
Okay, getting weird now.
Yeah, so Emily has the 2 sides of the shell spine coming together really nicely. No top stitch yet. She hasn't started on her liner. Oh, I am incorrect. She is starting on the top stitching right now. So when we are sewing, we back tack the stitching, and then we do not back tack the top stitching because pretty much all of the top stitching gets pulled into the other things anyway. So it doesn't really need to be top stitch. That and also it or back stitch, sorry. That and it also makes it look nicer. So you don't have like these big fill up the thread. David is getting that liner almost completely done there. So there is a buttonhole at the center seam of these pins, and that is part of the construction process. You have to stop very, very accurately at the top and the bottom of the buttonholes in order to make sure that you can open the actual and get your button through them. It is a fairly precise business. You have to do that both on the liner and the shell. So that is what David just did there. That's the button maneuver. The button maneuver.
The button maneuver.
So looks like Emily has the spine piece all top stitch. She's working on the 2 outer sides right now. It's very beautiful. She's royal fight.
So DJ Fantasy 5 says, I want that machine.
Yes. I also want these machines for my own personal use. They're very nice. Once you go industrially, you do not go back. Beautiful, beautiful machines right there. What? You gonna tell me that I'm wrong? So, I noticed there is no first clipping going on. Oh, there it already. Wow. So that is kind of something new that we've been doing with the, it's something that we are now able to do. Yeah, a little turkey break. Woo! Sorry, that's for Instagram only, YouTube. Ellen's little dog person.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Percy action, too.
Just leave it down there. Nobody else cares about anything else.
He's not acting. He's doing that.
No, leave that for doctors. But yeah, so because we got this fancy new cutting machine, we can now cut little tiny clips into the edges of the fabric, which is allowed already, so we don't have to do that by hand anymore. It makes it very, very nice and handy for doing some of the really intense type curves that we do here at Volante. If everybody else out there is a seamstress, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a real dickens. Alright, so let's see. Oh, Emily is almost done with her shell. She has one side of the spine connected to one side, the outer side. and then she's doing the other one now, and then she's going to top stitch those and get that center seam together.
Here we have Megan doing some actual work over here.
Megan doing actual work. Yep. Megan and Ellen are hard at work getting some capelet for TRF done.
Someone said they like how Emily is dressed like the skeleton from David and Company. Yeah.
Yes, Emily is very in the festive spirit at the moment. I don't know if y'all can see it, but she also has holographic boots that match the holographic.
Oh my god, I forgot to show the boots on there.
Very, very nice. Jeremiah, do you want to move the Instagram phone over to David's spot for a little while and let people keep their eyes on David? Oh, very great. Yeah, so David has one of the side pieces he's working on the other side at the moment, and then we have all the pieces for the five all together. The other thing, yes, he does have his line on, so it was very interesting to see that David had started with the liner one and then started to sell.
Here at 8 minutes and 15 seconds.
8 minutes and 15 seconds. Yeah. The last time I put one of these together, I was well, it's been a hot minute. It's probably not going to be a good later. One of those things where, you know, if you don't keep up with it, you can kind of lose your shine a little bit. David going over to the top stitch machine right now. He is putting the first stitches on the top stitch. Fun fact, we use different thread for both the stitching and top stitching. The top stitching thread is, I want to say, like almost double the weight of the other one. It makes it really nice and bold and visually punchy, but also very, very durable. It's not. Don't try and snap it with your fingers. You will cut into your fingers. I've done it before. It's not great. Yeah,
Do we know what have we announced what colors they're doing? Is that a secret?
Oh, I don't think there's a specific.
There's no actual color.
Yeah,
Oh.
it was just whatever fabric we had on hand and whatever top stitches that they already had available.
So, will you watch Emily's camera and try to? I'm gonna try to get a little bit better angle on what she's doing in here.
I need a cool temperature box. Whoa. Alright, yep.
There we go.
Just a little bit more to your left. Whoa.
Little zoomy zoom there. This way?
Also, another fun fact, that I don't know if it happens to anybody else, but it has seemed to happen quite unanimously across the floor here at the shop is there is a thing called well, I don't know if you really going to take a minute for it, but when you start closing a jacket together, when you have the liner and the gel all booked and you start closing it together, you get really warm for some reason. The closing and the top stitching, I guess, I don't know, nerves, or just because you have generally this giant, huge coat that you're just tossing all over the place, it gets you really warm. So in the winter, I'm still in a t-shirt and light pants all the time.
I was going to mention that we keep messing with David and Emily without letting them.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't been doing anything. It's been
It's a stress test as well as a speed test.
it is stress test. Yes, it's really intense test expert.
Someone asked the model numbers of these machines. Oh, they are. They are DDL 8700.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I believe they are technically two different ones. One of them is like a heavy specific machine, so it has a little bit more punching power and it can handle the thicker threads a little bit better than the other machine.
The only three difference for you is the speed test. They're in a contest, sir.
Yes, we can definitely go over the specifics of the model at some point.
It's just deep, like, and what is your name?
All right, so Emily over here is cutting her furs, clipping her furs, very nice. So it is more important to clip the furs on the pieces that will not be getting top stitch. The top stitch does kind of hold the furs down a little bit, but if you don't clip them, you can. Don't worry, Megan, that's fine. You keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. But if you don't clip them, then you can get some kind of weird folds and puckers, and it folds kind of funny on the fabric, especially if it's an underarm sleeve and the fabric is really thick, which is kind of adds an armpit. Very good.
This one, the deep part.
Emily is getting her liner and shell together. Oh, she is closing. Yeah. So David, lagging behind just a little bit.
I think those hang on to Instagram. It's hard to like see everything.
Watch it. So David is getting the final touches on the shell done. Getting the spine all done. So Emily put together the top of the spine so that she could put the beak on, and then left the rest of the spine open so that she could put the two sides together, then get them top stitch, and then she finished off the center part of that spine. David has put together the spine completely and is now putting the completed spine on both of the sides. So there's different faces, very interesting to see the approaches. Emily, furiously closing over there. Are you getting warm?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, it's that closing warmth, I'm telling you. Keep the oh, there's still time.
I can screw something up, man.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like David may have lost the thread there. Very oh, yeah. Very dangerous between bobbing and on that a little bit. So it's worst nightmare with your body. Get to the end of your scene and you realize you've been showing the hair for the last one. Oh, God. There it is.
One adjustment here.
So on the eagle, there is I don't believe that the front pieces are as sharp as the gargoyle one. That is a very, very narrow, little expensive thing. Oh, kind of flipping her corners, getting ready to flip the birds as well. So like I said previously, we are not using the buttonholes in the front that connect it to the front of the jacket, because that requires an entirely different machine that we only have one of because they're very specialized. That thing is quite a beast.
You did that on your right side, okay. Yeah. Sorry to slow you down a little bit there.
That's because I'm all right. It's going slower.
Oh, no.
Not really. But I did make too tiny of a hole.
Oh no. So when you're closing, you do want to be mindful of how large your hole is in proportion. Oh, hey, let's not go there now. PG-13, baby.
Will we be assessing time penalties like in the Olympics?
So far, I have not seen any inversions that would result in a time penalty. At the moment, curves have been clipped, corners have been clipped, I assume. I can see David from here. David getting the very last bit of his top stitch done before he gets to close things. Emily is at the flipping process. So that little blue little plastic thing, makes sure that all the points are really nice and sharp and pretty. You don't want points that aren't too sharp.
Turn your head a little further down on the mic.
little further down and around.
Yes, like that.
A little bit better.
You cover the holes on the side of this.
Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that those were there for anything other than aesthetics. I'm gonna be real with you. Oh, Emily's starting in on the final top stitch. So this top stitch is what feels the flipping hole.
17. We're at 17 minutes.
17 minutes. So it is close to the final step on the hood, but not quite because the little buttonhole, center buttonhole, does need to get its top stitch as well. David is closing at the moment. I believe halfway through closing the process. So he's getting there. But yeah, like I was saying, the whole of the opening that you leave when you are closing is very important as in relative to what you are trying to flip, because if you have a really big jacket, you're likely to rip it. But then, if you make it too big, then you have to close a much larger space without having that enable fit in, and it makes it a little bit harder because you have to kind of like hold, but is a whole thing. Anybody who hasn't done experience will understand. You don't have time and luxury to hand ladder stitch, whatever it is, for Instagram, TikTok, back. Some of those are pretty interesting. We do have a fork. If you've seen a little fork with a zipper hack, we do have a little fork. It's actually a toque because two of the problems have snapped off. Yeah. David, excuse me. You got focus. You got follow behind. But yeah, it is. It's right at the end of the table. So kind of.
How would you personally estimate their doneness percentage, Keith?
Emily is approximately 95% done. 99. She just has to top stitch that center buttonhole. David is
Right.
almost there. He did put the curves over.
Not at all.
I think Emily's going slower on purpose. Is that what
Well, so the so this final top stitch, it is quite small, but because of that, you do have to be very careful about the amount of stitches, because the stitches are a certain length, and then the hole itself is a certain length, and so you want to make sure that you don't overshoot it. So that is why everyone is hand cranking to a couple of those last stitches there, and then you have a very, very small window.
20 minutes.
20 minutes in. 20 minutes in. So yeah, you have a very small window of making sure that you lock your stitches, but also that you don't overshoot them, so you end up with these stitches there. Especially on the wax, because the wax, unlike these cotton ones, the denim ones, it does not heal the holes, so they will be there for done. Emily,
Alright.
done. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, we will be assessing for accuracy once David has finished his as well.
Emily was like 20, 26.
My buttonhole ain't that great, but it's great.
Buttonhole ain't that great. All right.
That's my norm, so.
We will take a look at them. Hopefully, if David's buttonhole is absolutely perfect, we may be able to make up for it in points
You can see this one.
in judges' deliberation there.
I don't know if I can make it for a whole 5 minutes.
It is not going to take 5 minutes to finish top stitching. I think I've seen you top stitch a whole jacket in less than 5 minutes. Probably. I'm guesstimating. Do we want to move the Instagram back over to David for that final finish?
Yes.
What? That is, like I mentioned before, there are people in this room that are actually doing this, and that is the sound for actually breaks, because everybody deserves a little break in their day.
You found their calling. I said, I think you found your calling.
What?
Call color commentary.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I just like to hear myself talk. With this new voice. It's very nice. Like music.
Cultivated.
Cultivated, yeah.
All right, so when we're finally done, we can meet up over there for a minute.
Do you have another timer running for the
Dave's got one this moment here. Yeah, it's probably off. You probably can turn the timer on a little bit.
We have slow mo play by no, we don't actually. That's a lot of technology. Have you guys seen the way people track?
It's probably in the camera.
You can also like I don't know, slap the phone out. Don't do that.
I'll make David's screens a little bigger so that we can.
So let's decapitate Emily now. She'll start peeking out from David's part of the screen. Final touches there, the last leg. David also putting his the start of his top stitch so that when the end of the top stitch moves back up, it's a nice twist. Whoa! Crisp and clean. Alright, final thing. So this is what keeps the buttonhole opening together and seals the whole thing in, or else you just kind of like, I don't know, put a quarter in your butt, in your hood for some odd reason. Put a quarter in your hood.
Everyone. So Jamal Taylor says everyone, including me that can't sew, are just in awe of this.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Well, show me a product because I think the camera doesn't pick up how complicated these are as far as like bits and bobs that are involved. So.
It's yeah, we should have shown a picture of all the pieces before they went together.
Well, I'll zoom in on the actual hood.
Oh, I don't think either of them refers to the sample hood at all, so I don't even know why you'll ask for them to start with.
Actually, I did.
Oh, you did?
If you didn't notice during song, I was like,
Stop.
throw.
David is on
2409.
2409, and Emily's was
2029. That's what I got on my phone.
2023, you said?
29.
2029. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, let's bring them up close to the camera. We can zoom over to Emily's camera. So that's our main
Bring them over here.
HD, as it were. And we'll take a closer look at these two bad boys. So, what was that? 4-minute difference?
If you want to just sort of like hold them up and look at them. So bring them back actually a little bit. Yeah, right there is fine. Up a little bit. Yeah, that's not bad. Right there, let me focus. Yeah, that's in that plane is fine. Okay.
Alright, so very nice crisp corner right there. You can see that's a nice meat join. Let's see. David, oh, look at that. Beautiful meat. Both the top stitch and the seam itself have met up gorgeously. The buttonhole is a buttonhole. And it's a little bit mismatched, just a tiny bit, but that's not bad.
Mine's atrocious.
Seam up here, also gorgeous. As you can see, I don't know how well you think, guys.
Let me make sure that you're in the frame there. Yeah, that's pretty
So
good.
not only does the seam match up, but both of the top stitches match up right there. Beautiful cross section, amazing. Yeah, very nice. Everything looks good. Let's see what the inside looks like. And the inside intersections. Also...
Don't move it so much. I'm trying to zoom in really close.
Yeah.
There. All right, you're good.
Yeah, so also a perfect match right there. I believe that they call this the holy seam. All right, let's see how
Nobody knows who they are.
They, the royal they. So Emily here with the black top stitch instead of the white top stitch. The holding it in front of the camera.
You can hold it. You can bring it forward a little bit. Yeah, right there. That's actually perfect. Right where you got it.
So again, that is a perfect match to the point there on the side. Again, a perfect matchup of the seam and the top stitch here. And I think David's is a little bit cleaner here at
No.
the second bottom stitch. Oh yeah, and then here's the real kicker right here.
Oh yeah. Hold that so the folks can get a real shot of how horrible Emily's is. Ah.
I normally use pins to make sure it doesn't move, and I was like, no, not today.
No time for
There you go.
pins.
All right,
Works great.
so hold it pretty still. Like, explain to us what's going on here.
So, in order to get this buttonhole as perfect as can be, you need to make sure that the seam on the front and on the lining side match up perfectly before you top stitch it. That hasn't quite happened, so as you can see, it's a little bit offset. So on either side, you can see a little bit of the other side peeking through. It is still functional. The two ends are a little bit cleaner, but that side to side is going to cost her some points in the final deliberation. And that inside lining seam does not quite match up as well as David's. All right, so
Wow.
that is going to be two 30-second penalties for Emily there. But in the end, I believe she comes out on top with a almost 2 minute lead. So, woo! Emily wins. Who
Right.
would have thought?
David, go get in the frame so we can sign off here, please.
Anyway,
I'm in the frame.
thank everybody.
Your head's sort of in the frame. Hang on, I gotta let me back things up a
got
bit.
Instagram is still over there. They have no idea what's
I'm
happening.
bringing them over.
I'm bringing it out.
Sorry.
Instagram fans.
Instagram is not because of their
To YouTube.
Hi guys.
mobileness. It's really difficult to.
Hi, Instagram. Sorry about that. We forgot about you for a little bit. But if you want to see what exactly we just went over, please pop over to the YouTube and come right at the end if you want to see judges' deliberation and breakdown of points. As we have just, I've just finished talking about, Emily, even with a almost 1 minute point deduction, has come out on top with a lead of about 2 minutes on David. So Emily is our winner today. Whoa, crazy. What does she win? Bragging rights. And a 3-month-old gift card to Dunkin' Donuts for 2 cents. That's all I have right now.
All right, are we ready to sign off?
Hell yeah.
All right,
Thank you
everybody.
guys for joining us for this Kenway Hood Sew-Off. It has been really fun. Apparently, I found my calling as a color commentator. So
Yeah, right?
I'm leaving to pursue that now. Join us for tomorrow's live stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so that you can talk to Dave and Willow about the Kenway and what it means to be rerunning it nowadays, almost a decade after we first launched it. It's going to be really cool and awesome. Get to ask David all of your silly questions. Or not silly questions. I don't know. I don't control your life. And we have a lot more Kenway related content coming up. So yeah, thank you for joining us today. Bye-bye.
All right.
Smash that like button.